Alright, Planetary Twilight. Really long and boring segment. But it's important that you get things right, like the bug route, for instance. That jump attack, if you don't time the jump attack the same way I did it, then you might not, like the bug might flee and you'll have to like chase it around. And the best option if a bug flees from you is just to midnight charge it. But if you're going uphill, then the midnight charge will not work. Okay, so hold about up left here, and then kill this guy. This is what I was talking about earlier about going in circles, like this, to lure them closer together. If I charge from here, I will not bonk the barrier. So like always pay attention to where you are standing as opposed to them. So like, oh, if I release the target here, will I bonk the barrier or not? I dash cancel here. Not really necessary, but that's what I do. And then I go for the grass here to get a few rupees. 2 green rupees is actually pretty good. So this bug also tried to dig, but as I said, any bug that digs you can interrupt, like kill it before it finishes the digging animation. So you map warp to Zora's domain and get one bug up here. And then more as you make yourself down to Upper Zora's River. This bug you can midnight charge or you can jump attack it. So bonk here and then look for it. I usually just target it, go really close, and then jump attack it once it's finished attacking. And right there the bug landed in the water, and because of that it took it longer before the bug actually turned into a tear. So that's something that you want to try to avoid. If you kill a bug and it hits the ground, it will instantly turn into a tear. But if it lands in the water, for some reason it will take a few seconds. Alright, so slow walk here. It's going up here. The ground is like becoming steep. So then you just like slow walk to the left here, and then just press A. And you'll fall down here. And then just jump attack this bug, which usually always cooperates. Now lily pad bugs can be a pain in the ass. It's somewhat movement and somewhat luck. That was pretty okay. I'm actually just gonna wait here because I want to get this tier, and then I will just jump to this tier. Getting up on the lily pads is the problem with those bugs. Attack this one before it digs. I do B hops for all of my like bug kills for the bugs that try to dig, but it really does not matter. You can do a target, like hold target and press A as well. Both method work the same way. I guess I'm just addicted to B hopping or like B attacks. Hold down during this cutscene, and then turn the camera around. And now you're gonna hold up, obviously. And then you want to like hug the right side here, so you get up on land quickly. Talk to her, hold target, press A and B, and then just press A. You will automatically hit that bug. That was actually pretty bad luck. I usually get more than 1 green rupee for those boxes. So as you can see, like just going for random single rupees, it will add up. We've already gotten a lot of rupees just by like getting an extra rupee instead of sitting there doing nothing. Like when you wait for a bug to turn into a tier that's obtainable, then if you can slash some grass or hit some crates, then go for it. Because the tier is not obtainable right away. You need to wait about 2 seconds or so, as you've seen. So this is like one of the reasons Planetary Twilight is pretty boring, because you travel long distances, you don't do any glitches, I guess. Like the final bug, the bug boss, there are some some like there's a fight strategy for it, but it's not really a glitch. And you don't sequence break or anything, so the segment is kinda lame. Apply the same fight tactic that you did for the last Shadow Beasts. Except that this time, hold more right than up left when you're gonna go to this first Shadow Beast. I'm just gonna hold like up right and then up. I still don't. Yeah, so... Oh, come on. Okay, if you paid attention there, I backwalked before I released the midnight charge because I wasn't sure if it was gonna hit the barrier or not, because one of them was really close to the barrier. But since I backwalked, then I would have a different angle approaching them. So I was sure that I was not going to hit the barrier. And then whenever you're gonna go to Telma's bar, you're gonna take the south path. So you only go through one loading zone. If you went to the town square, then you will have to go through two loading zones. You can read that sign, and when you go through this part again, you can talk to kittens. So make sure that you don't just mash A mindlessly. You can do a cool side up here, like that, just to save us a few seconds. Okay, so this bug, if you target, like, wait, no, if you b-hop into the corner here, the bug will always fall down to the left. So make sure that you b-hop into the corner like that. Then the bug will always go down here. And I actually did not do it properly. I believe that was because I did the hop and then I let go of everything. But just have an angle really far right. So you push the bug over to the left. And then we're gonna work to Lake Highland. I care more about my commentary than if I get everything first try or not. So, like, watch this tutorial for in-depth information, not pro gameplay, because it's not... I can't reset. Alright, so I charged this one. I listen for the bug, so when I can hear that the bug is doing an attack towards me, I let go of the midnight charge. And you can go this way, you can also go the other way, but the problem with going the other way is that fire is in your way. So with a lot of speed you need to like not fall off. So that's why the other way around him is preferable. Now target and press A, and then let go of everything else. And keep holding target, but like hold target and A. Don't move the control stick. That way you will always hit the bug. You don't need to do this, but for some of these bugs it might be hard to kill them without the auto target, I guess. Like that one wouldn't have been a problem, but this one you can't miss, and if you miss them you'll have to wait until they catch up to you. Bonk here on purpose, and again you can just press B instead of moving the control stick down. So it's only with bow that you need to like actually hit the control stick down to select no. You can midnight charge this bug, or you can jump attack it. Lately I've been starting to just midnight charge it because it's much more consistent, I feel. I wait here until I collect the bug, and then I skip the cutscene, and then I dash off here. So like I wait for that cutscene to happen first, just so I can make sure that I enter the water from that little hill. Now I'll skip a cutscene, turn on senses, and skip another cutscene. So skip, X, skip. there is a strategy for this bug, and I might fail it. Like I said, I care more about the commentary than the skill. But that's fine, because the guy who found this has a really nice in-depth tutorial for it, with text on screen and everything, to explain how it works. So watch how you kill this bug efficiently by following the link in the description. This bug was really weird. It took one less turn each time. That is actually really interesting. I've never seen that before. It's supposed to take one more turn, so the strat wouldn't even work, like the same spots. Same with that animation skip, I guess. His video also explains that, so... not much to talk about for me then. Okay, so more cutscenes to skip, and then we're gonna warp to Zora's domain. And now we're going to steal bombs from Isa. I have a two Isa comparison, because I was wondering what's the fastest way to reach her in this area. Like you can either go to the right like I did, or you can just swim down the waterfall. And this way is slightly faster. Don't angle yourself too far right here, because if you do angle yourself too much to the right and you land on the ground there, you will take 4 hearts of damage, and you don't even have 4 hearts, so you will game over. It's pretty funny if it actually happens in a run. I've seen it happen to lots of different people, and it's just like a great facepalm moment. Like the sound of Wolflink hitting the ground and dying is just pretty silly and funny in general. But before we rescue Isa, we need to get Ending Blow, because in order to beat Ganondorf we need Ending Blow. And this song makes a lot of sense, so it's just down, middle, down, up, middle, down. I like how I almost failed doing this really easy song as I was explaining it. I've never like talked about how it works while I'm doing it, even though it's just 3 options, either middle, down or up. Silly. I'm kinda tired as I'm recording this. So the reason why we need Ending Blow is to defeat Ganondorf. If you can get to the end of the game, and it will say A to like finish him off, but if you don't have the skill, then you can't beat the game. So the game actually checks for that. So you jump up over here and then you transform to human behind this sign, and Isa will not see you. Try to draw your sword before that cutscene. I usually draw it right before this cutscene appears, but you can just draw it right away. Just make sure that your sword is out at this time. Hold down left, mash A, and then target and press B. Like that. And do 2 rolls, and then you can charge it, or you can do a quick spin. I mistimed my first roll, so I just ended up charging it there. Okay, so say that you will help her, and then just leave. So we will help her removing these rocks, but just kidding, we actually won't. So just equip Uku if it's not already there. So now we have a lent bomb bag, a fake bomb bag. And now we're gonna make our way over to the water bomb chest, which is in this room. So 3 rolls, and then you do the same LJ as you did earlier. Nice. So now equip boomerang and bombs. And stand around this spot. You can just pull out, you can press Y to pull out the bombs, and then you can just hit C up, and then hold X, and then just aim over here, and it should work. Like that. You can actually miss this rock quite easily if you just don't aim the way I did. Then, with the not too fast, if you do too fast, then you will just do this, and not too slow, obviously. And you can just quick bomb disposal like this. Now that the bomb bag is empty, we can place water bombs in them, even though it's a fake bag. Draw your sword, roll over here and let go. Like as soon as I did that roll, I let go of everything, so I fell down like that. If I would have held control stick up, I would have hopped. So I just rolled and let go. Like that, and then it would have landed on that rock though. My angle was slightly off. So again, just like roll over here, and then you end up over here, and then you roll again, and then delay this jump attack by quite a bit. That way you will end up over here, and you don't have to climb up this. Again, super tiny time saver, but that's TP. I just thought I would explain it. So now in this corridor, you equip Uku and Uku out. Because if you would have Uku'd out in the previous room, you would have ended up all the way back there, where you would have to do 3 rolls in LJ and all that we just did. So now that we have water bombs in the fake bomb bag, we can rescue the Goron from Zora's domain. And he will give us a real bomb bag, even though we have not beaten Goron Mines yet. There are 3 bomb bags in this game, and one of them you get from beating Goron Mines, you can buy the bomb bag. The other one you get from Isa if you help her, and the third one you get from this Goron. And this is the fastest one to get. So just stand somewhere around here. This will not be far enough back. This will be transform into human, equip water bombs and iron boots. Also, to like just cursor management here, if you hold L, if you hold target, you can move around like this on the item selection screen, which is quite useful. So equip iron boots, and then you pull out a water bomb, and you try the quick spin. I got it. You can easily miss this quick spin. It's just that if you do quick spin, okay, target him, talk to him. If you do quick spin, then the bomb will explode much quicker. Okay, now we're gonna do Rocket Link. The Rocket Link glitch is pretty cool. I'm gonna pull out a water bomb, so I'm gonna press Y. And then you can see Link's hand reaching for something in his pocket. He's reaching for the water bombs. And as soon as like you've pressed Y to pull out a water bomb, you put up the item menu like I'm doing now. So right there he went to reach for water bombs. That's enough. That's all we need. Now equip Uku over iron boots. So right now Link is not wearing iron boots anymore. So as soon as I see the water bomb above Link's head, I press A and nothing else. I press the A button when the water bomb is above Link's head. And that will Rocket Link me up. But that was actually the wrong equip, because my muscle memory is still on the old route. So I guess you should have equipped bombs. Or perhaps just a claw shot. Because you're gonna equip the claw shot and the bombs, and you're gonna go over here. So I guess equip, you can do equip whatever, and then equip claw shot and bombs. And then you drop them with B. In OOT, you shield drop stuff. You can't, there's no button for like the shield, unless you're in combat. So you B drop instead, like this. and then you turn wolf. And this time we're gonna head over to into this cave, and we're gonna go to Snow Peak. And in order to get through the snowy area, we actually need the reekfish scent, or else you will just void out. But we can do a glitch called map glitch, and map glitch is pretty cool. You can do it by pressing D-pad right if the minimap is up. Now you can do it by pressing D-pad left. So you bring up the map like this, and you press Z at the same time. So you can do this, and then Z, and then warp. I probably got it now. It's not difficult, and I'm pretty consistent. We'll see when I press B now. Yeah, Midna talked to me, so that means I did it correctly. But if you did not press Z, like if you press the map up, and your Z input didn't get registered, like did not get registered, then you will warp to wherever you warp. So you would have warped to Zora's Domain. And an easy way to just make this 100% consistent is pretty silly, but you can unplug your controller. It's pretty dark in my room, so I can't even see my Wii. Like, have it be close. Okay, so now I'm gonna hold the D-pad to the right and Z with one hand. And then I'm gonna plug my controller back in. So now, as soon as the controller got replugged, the inputs that the game registered were D-pad right and Z at the same time, because I was holding both buttons down. So I press Z again to turn on portals. Doesn't matter if you do it before or after what I just did, but turn on portals and warp away. And now all of the loading zones are disabled, because that's how warping works in this game. All the loading zones get disabled, and then you warp away. But since Midnight just interrupted me, I can walk around without loading zones. So dash cancelling yet again. Here, here, and now you can just mash A. Because these platforms are so short, and you will cancel your dash jump all the time. If you press X here, you will turn on senses, and you cannot turn the senses off again. The only way to get senses, to remove the senses, is to get hit, like I just did by a Wolfo, or a Poe if you want. But if you turn on senses, you're stuck with senses on, unless you get hit. And I'm actually taking damage here, which usually never happens. Fast climb, right there, as you can see, by hugging the corner. You can also fast climb in this corner. Just follow the route here. There are several ways to go through this place, but you could have ended up over there, which is good if you want a Poe. But since it's not 100%, then our goal is just to get to the top. Howl might actually kill one of these keys just to get hearts. But I'm probably not going to be lucky. I was lucky. It really doesn't matter. I just kind of wanted a heart. Anyway, so your next goal is to dig into the cave there, because that will take you to the top. But because all loading zones are disabled, if you dig in that, like over there, then you will softlock the game. But you can howl this song and save yourself. But this time don't howl again, because you don't need this hidden skill, so just leave, like this. And then you can dig through the cave, because now all of the loading zones are back to normal. This howling stone conveniently saved this route. Not only this route, but all the other 90% routes that did map glitch to skip the reekfish scent. So it's important that you do howl over there, or else you're screwed. So pull out a bomb, see up, and aim with a cross shot, because you do want to empty your bombs you want your bomb bag to be empty so you can place water bombs in them later. So you can just empty them as you go through here. Kill these keys if you want to. They can be extremely annoying. But yeah, make sure you have 2 bombs left for Arborist grounds. I did not pay attention. I was gonna drop another bomb, but I already had 3 bombs drop. You can only drop 3 bombs at a time, then you need to wait for one to explode. That was a good keys kill. Alright, I'm gonna roll stab this one to the right. He was too far away. I'm gonna roll stab that guy instead. And then charge these 2. This area is really laggy because of all the keys and the fog and everything, so the timing, like the timing for spinning the control stick for a quick spin and when to press B, like everything will be different than what it usually is. I should have saved 1 bomb because you can walk into this cutscene with a bomb, mash B, because you're not on a spiritual journey, and then just mash the text boxes. And if you walk into this cutscene with a bomb, then Link will like place it down in front of him, and the bomb sound will still happen. Like the fuzz will still be there. So bonk into the tree, and then we're gonna go snowboarding. Now this part, try to play well. You do want the snowboard rupees. You do want them. You can get about 100 rupees here if you get everything, which is really nice because you need 300 rupees. Like the rupee route is just get 300 rupees. That's like the goal. And if you can get like a third of them here, then that's really good. It's also I believe it was 4 seconds faster if you just keep hopping on the snowboard compared to never hopping. But here you should try to get a good angle and hop and get the blue, the red, and the purple. Purple is 50, so getting the 50 rupee is the best. I did not get the 20 rupee, but that is fine. I have a lot of extra rupees. Right here I will get this 20 rupee as well. And try to get as many greens as possible. I'm actually really good on my rupee count. Like I got all but 1, and I got the 50 rupees, so that's what matters. You can jump out here, like void out. Okay, mash X, by the way, to pull out a bomb. You would actually enter this trigger. But yeah, you can jump out right before you hit the end of the snowboarding course if you did miss all of the rupees. But you should just keep going because there are backup rupees that I will show you. And then here you can have 2 hearts. And now it's time for Snow Peak. So try to not die in Snow Peak because you have a lent bomb bag with water bombs. And you do need that bag. So I'm gonna skip this cutscene and do a target roll. Like that. And then we're gonna go up here and drop some bombs during the fall. And I didn't press B at the right time. Equip Claw Shot and Boomerang. And then just, you press X, then you press B, and then you press A. It's really simple, you don't move at all. Found by CFG himself. And then you can see like these squares. This is the first square, and this is the second square. On this white, or this brighter line is where you want to aim. Right there. Good game. Now roll once up here, and then you do the LJs. I will attempt to do the double, but it might not work. The first one didn't even work. Wow, that's incredible. I think I just spaced that out too much. Okay, the boomerang went through the wall, so this might work. It did not work. But that's why I made sure I stood pretty far back here, because I did jump again, but I landed here and not down in the void. So yeah, if the second boomerang doesn't allow you to do a jump, like a long jump attack, then just do it again. You got the small key here. Now we can just do a target roll into the void here, and void out, and you will spawn over there, which is your goal. But I'm gonna show off this LJ too. If you have low hearts, or you want to be a good speedrunner and save time, because this is faster, but you need to set this up really quickly, or else you will not save time compared to voiding out and just spawning back at the door. So you stand very close to the edge, very close to the edge. And then you aim right above the ice here. And you make it across. And that is faster than voiding out, but it will probably take you some time to set it up. Now I'm gonna show off how amazing this game is. Stand about in the corner here, like stand here, target, do a left side up. Target roll, hold R, push, target roll. You don't have to target roll, I just do. Gives the perfect distance. Now here is freezer skip. I don't know, this is not mandatory. You can clip through the freezer and the pillar, like clip through the door, and then open it from the other side. But it's not mandatory, it saves probably 40 seconds or so. Nice. I actually did not think they would spawn if I just stood still, but they did. Something else you can do is just to use the cannon. Jesus, I'm bad. And to use the cannon, like the cannon walls are right here, so the only thing you do is that you grab this, place it here, go through the door, and then do the same on the other side, and then you bring the cannonball with you. And then you throw it here, so the cannonball lands. Let's see. Dude, give me the roll. Over here, and then you roll over here. And then you push this to make it face the freezer, and then you just use a normal bomb. You don't want to waste water bombs, you really don't. Jesus. Alright, so it's a red rupee. Nice. But the freezer skip saves time, and I will show that off. Spin the control stick, hop in between the pillar and the freezer, a bit more left than you think, I guess, and then just slow walk to the door until it says open. You can get hit by the freezer and have him freeze you there. I'm gonna equip bombs, even though like my bomb count is really good because I've dropped a lot of bombs. This is how I do the fights. I just I don't know how to explain it. Like I'll wait for him to swing again so I can properly explain. But I wait for him to swing it a few times, and then I stand about this distance from him, and then as soon as the ball and chain is like in front of him, I roll towards him, like there, and then I roll again. And then I do like this turn, like this C-stick turn, and then I come back to him and do quick spins. Well, pretend that was a quick spin. If you get 2 quick spins and then you fail the last one, you can just keep slashing. He barely has any hearts left, so. But if you do get hit, I believe he does 1 heart damage. He might do 1.5, but he does hit you hard, and you don't have many hearts, so try to avoid getting hit. And then you pick up the ball and chain, and you can get confused by the minimap, because you came from that door, but there was a cutscene over here, like the blue arrow is showcasing where you last, where you spawned. Like, oh, it's this door I came from, so this must be like the way out. But no, that was just a cutscene. So you want to go into this back room, so you equip, yeah, just the ball and chain. Ball and chain and bombs is a good equip here. Side hop right, and then just swing the ball and chain and kill this guy. You will get 100 rupees. Side hop to skip the rupee text. Actually, no, I equipped the Uku, what am I even thinking? So now I have my rupee count is really good right now. There's, I believe it's 1 frame. It seems like it's more than 1 frame because I'm really consistent at this. I will probably fail it just because I said that. No, okay. I think that's 1 frame, but you can call the Uku. And not get hit by the freezer on your way out. If not, then just spin the control stick fast and Uku once you're free. Now you have water bombs, and you have the claw shot, and you have the iron boots, so you can beat Morpheal. So equip normal bombs to do bomb clip and iron boots. And if you do end up dying, if that does happen, then you need to steal the bomb bag again, because you will lose the lent bomb bag if you die, or if you beat Morpheal. That's like one of the ways you will lose it. If you just save warp, or don't even think about saving, because if you go over to the save, like if you go over to save the game, then this bomb bag will get corrupted. So just don't save while doing this segment. As soon as you have the lent bomb bag, don't save until you don't need it anymore. But if you do end up dying, you can steal the bomb bag again as many times as you want, but you can't use the same water bomb chest because you've used it. So save then, and then go for another water bomb chest. There's one in the very first room of the dungeon, and there's also one, I believe, like in should be some room over here. Well, not that room, but whatever. There are many more water bomb chests, like at least 2 more in this dungeon. If everything just goes to shit, like everything goes wrong. But alright. I don't have 3 hearts, so I'm just gonna jump in the water. I will actually refill my hearts by these pots. But I will show you what, if you had more hearts, you would do. So you jump down from here, and then you see this pillar. You do a roll past it, and then you pull out a bomb. And then you walk with the bomb, and you press B right before you get to the vines, and then you can just hold left, and you will clip through. Because when a bomb explodes and it interrupts your climbing animation, you will clip through the vines. I have a video on this, so I won't really talk too much about it, but roll, bomb. I had to wait a slight moment there because I pulled out the bomb a bit later than usual. Alright, so you don't need to go far down here at all. Just watch how I swim. Just copy my swimming movement. So strafe left and then right. And then right before you strafe right, you press X. So like that. It's okay if you did not manage to put on iron boots. You will like float to the top here, and then you can just put on iron boots and sink down, and you will still make it to the bottom without drowning. But make sure that you make this air gauge appear, and then you make it disappear, and you wait until it's gone before you start sinking again. And hopefully I won't die to Morpheal. Claw shot, side hop B, quick spin. You can also do a jump attack and chain that into a quick spin, it's a lot safer. But yeah. Then equip water bombs, and then at the end of the animation here, you can press Y. There, it's hard to see, but he went to reach for water bombs, so now I'm just gonna put the ball and chain over the iron boots, and then don't do anything. So I will float up during this cutscene, and unless you're gonna go for one bomb Morpheal, then this is really important. Okay, so don't do any inputs. Don't do any inputs at all. As soon as you gain control, like when you gain control, you press A, and that will make you drop the bomb and refill your your air gauge. And then you can start swimming. Don't swim now. If you swim now, you will lose the bomb. So wait. A, item menu, claw shot, and iron boots. Have them on for a tiny bit, because right now you're going up. You're floating up, so you can't tap swim right away. Tap swim. Four times. 1, 2, 3, and then as soon as the fourth hit lands, put something over iron boots. A buffer. Like, you just need one frame and your boots are off. Then equip water bombs and iron boots, and then again put the iron boots on as soon as possible. So you make sure that you hit the ground before you drown. He went to reach for the water bombs. I did press Y, and he's like moving his hands over there now. So equip something over iron boots. Swim. Hold control stick direction now. So hold the control stick direction. Put away the item menu. Pay close attention to your air meter. And then press A as you're swimming to drop the bomb, and then we'll see what kind of RNG I get. So I couldn't swim for long there. I don't think I want to go for this. Actually, this can work, but I do not want to go for it just because, I don't know, I'd rather be on the safe side, especially since this is a tutorial. So right now, I need to predict where Morpheal is going to go, because I can't catch up with her. She's much faster than me. So Morpheal will swim around in a circle like this around the room. So she will now go over here. So I'm going to just like intercept her her path by just going straight forward here, and then just like target a lot, turn the camera, just do whatever I can to see if I can find her while I'm swimming and not like dropping the bomb. Just like being careful with my air meter. She's swimming up. That's usually not a good sign. It's fine now though. So equip iron boots and then claw shot. Hopefully she will swim down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fourth hit. Even though the sound is not there, I did hit her. So she's swimming down. There's a tutorial on this on YouTube. I will link it. But I don't check for like if she's swimming up or down. I just always go for the regrab. Just because, I don't know, I'm old school or something, but I always go for the regrab. So now I'm just gonna keep holding target. I'm gonna hold the control stick pretty much up, like the direction towards Morpheal, which is like up right now, and then press Y as soon as possible after I take away this item menu, and then mash A. And as soon as you start the ending blow animation while this thing is blue, or even it can still be red. But I still have plenty of air left. I was not close to drowning. I guess I was close to drowning, but it was not critical at all. Morpheal is a run killer. Even if you're good at this game, you can just get really bad luck and either lose a lot of time to this dumb fish, or you can have the run die. Practice Morpheal a lot. I recommend, like for file practicing, I recommend emptying your bomb bag of normal bombs, and then like your real bomb bag, the one that you did not steal, should be empty, and then you place water bombs in that bag, and you can get water bombs from the first room, as I mentioned, and then you just save, because that bomb bag will stay. So that's a safe bomb bag. So you just keep that. And then just practice Morpheal a lot. trial and error, watch runs, I don't know, just try to predict where she will swim. Always be careful of the air meter. Know that the bomb has a timer of about 6 seconds before it will explode. If the bomb explodes and you did not drop it, then you will not refill your air. So there's a lot of stuff to pay attention to, but once you've done Morphle a few times, it's really not bad. Like, it is a fun boss fight, so make it fun by playing well and being good, just by doing it enough times and practicing. But yeah, once you're past Morphle, you lose your lead bomb bag. So my lead bomb bag has water bombs in them. I believe 5 or so. Mash Z and A, because you don't, as I said earlier, because you have the Master Sword early, the game lets you be whatever you were, so I was human, so the game allowed me to stay human. But casually, you would get forced transformed into wolf. So my bomb bag is now gone, I only have the real one left, with 5 bombs, and this is way low, like my bomb count should be, I guess, 10 or so. I really don't know what an optimal bomb count here is. Your goal is to have 2 bombs left for Arbiter's Grounds, for a strategy on killing 2, I believe, not redeads, I should know what they're called, Stalfos. So I need to drop 3 more bombs and then I'm good. And there are plenty of places I can still drop bombs before Arbiters. So I'm really good on my bomb count. But yeah, save 2 bombs for Arbiters. You don't need to, but you should try to save 2 bombs. It's not like run over if you don't have bombs left at this point. It just allows for a faster fight strategy. So again, you can talk to kittens if you just mash A mindlessly here. Also read that sign if you go too close to the wall. But there's one kitten that we unfortunately have to talk to. Or not kitten, cat, I guess. I B-hopped into that loading zone because like getting through that door is a bit finicky because of Wolfling's hitbox compared to the doors. So yeah, just do a B-hop there to easily hit the trigger of I believe Telma, like I don't really know, but I guess Telma saying beast get out. I think these text boxes are my least favorite in the whole game, or at least in the run. There's just so much dead time between the text boxes. So you push this crate once, and then you dash on top of it. And then you do 1 side hop to the left, enter. Now hold target and do 2 left side hops. But make sure that you hold left before you press A, because it's really easy to just jump attack down here and be a dummy. Do a really sharp turn here, and a really sharp turn here and press A. So sharp turn A. That was not even that sharp because I turned too early. You can jump even further if you turn a lot more to the left. And just like press A right before you jump off. Now kill this Poe with B attacks. B and then B. Because the Poe is hovering so low above the ground that it allows you to do just B attacks. Jump attacks will make you go much further up in the air. But for that Poe you can actually just B attack it. Again, I'm just talking about really minuscule time savers. But that's TP. I have a lot of things to say about small time savers. Let's look through the wall, because why not? Okay, fun fact, if you turn human here and you go into this water, GG. If you're doing a single segmented run, then you have to reset. If you can't save warp to save yourself, then you are screwed, because you cannot turn wolf once you're in the water and you can't climb up. It's a really silly thing. I messed around with. You can fast climb here as well. Now equips, I guess, Lantern and Claw Shot, but really you don't need to equip the Claw Shot here, because I think I'm the only one who uses the Claw Shot to climb the vines later. And other people just run up to the vines as Wolf. You can dodge this guy's arrow, and I will probably fail it, but let's see what happens. Or you can do that. Okay, so you can either dodge it or reflect it like I did. I recommend just holding B, like doing a quick spin there is awkward. So if you manage to either dodge or reflect his arrow, like his first arrow, it's important that you do it on the first one, then he will flee, and you can jump attack him once and make him fall into the water, and that will kill him instantly. Because if you make an enemy fall into the water, you will kill it right away. And that guy will snipe you from far away, which is why you want him to be dead. Jesus Christ, that camera angle is terrible. Now wait a bit, and then jump attack him. These ropes are really painful. Okay, so just watch when I do this. I didn't jump attack as soon as possible, because that can fail. So just wait a tiny bit before you jump attack. Not mandatory, but it saves a few seconds. You can just mash A through the entire part, like this entire section. I wait there just because of muscle memory on Hyrule Castle, and here as well. I dash when I'm up on the edge. And that was early wind cycle. Looks scary, not really too scary. If your movement is good, you will make it pretty much every time. Saves a few seconds, nothing special. And that's midness per hour. Now we'll skip another cutscene, and remember to get this golden wolf, because you want to beat Ganondorf. And you need ending blow. So don't do what I do here and just go all the way up to the vines. It's probably faster than claw shotting. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't know, I like to claw shot up there. But just run all the way up to them, turn human to the vines, and then turn human and climb up. I'm not really sure what the equips should have been though. I guess Lantern and Bombs was the best equip during minutes per hour. So then you would just drop bombs so you have 2 left. Just do normal slash or stab. And then when you gain control again, do a jump attack. Because your goal is to knock this guy down as soon as possible. And a jump attack will do that in 1 hit. Now, we talked to this golden wolf in Hyrule Castle, or right outside of Hyrule Castle. But when you get the first hidden skill, it doesn't matter which golden wolf you got it from. The game believes that you got it in Faron Woods, because that's where you're supposed to get it. Which is why we end up here, because the golden wolf would have been here. So now we warp to Lake Hylia to go to Gerudo. And this is where you should have equipped like Lantern and Bombs during minutes per hour for this part. So you dash up here, and then here you would press X and B if you place bombs on X, which most people do, I think, and then climb up. And then drop here as well. Jump attack up, and then turn wolf. Jump attack slightly to the right, like that. Instead of jump attacking this way, jump attack this way. That way you will probably not bonk, due to just your speed and... I don't know. It just seems more consistent if you just jump slightly upright instead of directly up. Then here you can also drop a bomb. But I will choose not to. I will choose to drop a bomb during the fall, because that looks cooler. And we got a cool camera angle right here, I believe. Yep. Very nice. And these text boxes are pretty chill. Oh. Okay, so we got the memo. Jump off. Okay, if you have the Zora armor, it's faster to swim over here. But since it is any percent without Zora armor, we will turn wolf. So jump off and hold control stick forward. Don't keep holding control stick forward, or else you will take fall damage. So I press X, B, and then keep holding forward, turn human. Now I have 2 bombs left, which is what I want for arbiters. Then make your way over here, follow my movement. Hopefully I can get this cool little time saver. Yes. Sweet. Turn wolf here, and if you go any further forward, you'll get a cutscene with Plum, the bird. So stand behind this wooden pillar and turn human. If you're standing here, he will see you. And any further will, of course, you will get the Plum cutscene. So equip, memo, and ball and chain. And then target and show it to him. You don't need to target, but your range will exceed if you target him. Don't just talk to him without showing the memo, because if you say yes to the cannon shoot, you will just shoot yourself up to the upper part of Lake Hylia. But your goal is to get shot to Gerudo instead. Now, tap C down so you get this camera. Shadows to CFG for saving time. You save seconds just by reducing lag in this area. Look at the minimap if you're wondering where to go. Then go far right here, and then dash over here to grab that. Looks scary, but it's easy peasy. And then look at the map again, and you can see that I will just pass this crack. Kind of angle yourself into the corner here. Now this clip coming up is pretty dumb. It's a bit awkward. Again, it's not mandatory, but it saves time. If you don't want to do this clip, you can kill the Bulbins, get on the board, and just smash your way through it like you do casually. But this clip is pretty nice, it saves time. By using the ball and chain, you remove this... oh dude, I forgot the name of this thing. Whatever. You remove that, and then walk around here, and then your angle here. You want to have an angle that's like this, like you want to push towards the mountain. And if you start this clip by going from here to here, then you will get stuck in like this weird corner thing here. It's so awkward to explain this clip, but your goal is to like go from here to here. And Wolflink is actually affected by the enemies, which made him turn around like that. Well, as you see, I can see, like, sometimes he will like flick between being stuck inside here and stuck inside there. You want to be stuck inside there, where I just got stuck, to the left, and then dash your way through towards the wall. And because I waited so long and explained all of this, the enemies got really close, and wow, you could fire arrows at me. But the point is that they got so close that Wolflink turned around. to look at them, and when he's looking at them, the clip works differently. So yeah, a bit awkward to do and explain. Also, I'm gonna do map glitch again because I have a lot of rupees. So I have 232 rupees, which is extremely good. In Arbiters you can get 80 rupees inside the dungeon. And so if I get 80 now, I will have more than 300, so that's perfect. So again, I'm gonna unplug the controller, just to be on the safe side. You don't need to do this, but most people do it now just because it is 100% consistent. I'm holding D-pad right and Z at the same time as I replay the controller, and because the D-pad of the GameCube controller is amazing, it thought I was doing D-pad up instead of D-pad right. Right now, the Z button, like, it was dimmed, so I couldn't talk to Midna. If you pay attention to the Z button now, over here, then you can see that it's dimmed and then it's back. So you can't do map glitch right away after you fail it, or else Midna, like, you can't talk to Midna at all. I'll try it again. It's still D-pad up, because the GameCube controller's D-pad is incredible. Jesus. I might just like do this without the unplug thread, but if I fail this, I will warp back all the way to Lake Hylia, and that sucks. That's quite the travel. And that time, it actually registered D-pad right and not D-pad up. So Z, warp, turn human. Now, I don't know how to properly explain this. This is a nice way to know where the ground is. But basically there's a line going here. There it's gone. So it stretches over there. So I get in this corner, have the map up. I look at this yellow arrow and I make sure that when I do this trick, I will go past this area of the map. Because this is where Bulblin is. And when I reach about this point, I will get the cutscenes. It's really weird. It is a pretty weird trick. But don't look too far left, don't look too far right. Just make sure you have a somewhat straight yellow arrow on the map, and it should work just fine. So right now you can see, just barely, that right here, like, I will go towards the middle part of this whole area, and that is where King Bulblin is. I angle myself almost too far left, because I can see now that the yellow arrow is not going, it's not traveling straight forward, it's going slightly left. And it's fine, but it was almost too far left. But I will get a cutscene about now, and then I will get another one, skip it, try to not fuck up. I fucked up. Really nice. But that's okay, because I have another tutorial on this one that I will link in the description, explaining in slow motion how to beat this guy quickly. But you just jump attack him right away, because his defenses are down right away. And so then you chain your jump attack into a quick spin by just spinning fast, and then you just continuously spam out quick spins. I believe he does 2 hearts of damage, so don't get hit. Equip Lantern and Clawshot. Doesn't matter if you equip them now or later, just equip them before you enter Arbiters. Skip a cutscene and press A, so I mash start and A. And then turn slightly up first, and then turn wolf. Dash, jump attack, dash, and entering Arbiter's grounds. So okay, if you're really, really low on rupees, like there are backups. So For instance, like you can get 140 rupees, 80 from arbiters and 60 from fire. And then you got the 100 in Snow Peak, giving you 240 rupees if you really did not like get any greens or blues or whatever. Then you are 60 rupees short. If you light these 2 torches, you will spawn a rupee chest there. So it's a cutscene, and you turn human again. So it's slow, but it's 50 rupees, and you do need rupees to complete the run. So if you're like completely screwed, then that is an option. But you should be fairly good on rupees. So just keep in mind that AG has 80 rupees and Fire has 60 afterwards. So do the math, and like think of the rupee route.